I'm good. Top play Madden after this if you want.
After a compelling opener, we move on to Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals here on EA Sports. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers playing host to the LA Clippers. Hi, everyone. Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Clippers coming into play. They were the surprise winners in Game 1. And as a visiting club, just getting one of those first two games so important. They've got a chance now to get both.
And what a performance in Game 1. You steal the opener on the road, you take a home court advantage right away. Now you got the opportunity to take real control and take a 2-0 lead back to your place for Game 3.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Paul George. To Leonard. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Rondo with the basketball. Just underway. Happy you're with us for Game 2. James to Cousins. Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Beverly. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. James. Trying to cash in. Shot by James off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. LeBron into the front court. They trail by 2. Rondo, tough matchup against George. Knocked loose. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. George to Leonard. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Down 4. To Danny Green. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Paul George. They'll get it down to Leonard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. LBJ has it. To Davis. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. To George. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Anthony blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beverly to Leonard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken by Caldwell Pope. James into the front court. Trailing by 4. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard, deep left corner. To Leonard. with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. And he drains it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Beverly. It's George for two. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Davis. Anthony Davis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Paul George to Leonard. And he scores on the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
James. It's LA Clippers ball. Here's Leonard for two. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Big finish at the rim.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
He gets it. Long key from 3/4 court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only 1 quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Harkless. To Beverly. Cleans it up. Dwight Howard tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2. Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. Sizing up the defense. To Harkless. Locked in. able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Cook with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Davis. Short jumper off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George to Leonard. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Here's Rondo with it. They trail by 7. To Davis. Can't connect. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to George. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Danny Green. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. To Harkless. Leonard. He'll get it down low to Harold. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Down low for Davis. Layup goes down. Well done.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. Harkless to Beverly. Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some big traps, some big schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Leonard. To Paul George. He'll get it down low to Harold. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
George matched up with Howard. Here comes the screen. Dwight Howard sends it away. Knocked loose.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
LeBron James gets a look. Can't hit. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Chance for LeBron James. Knocks it down. Off the step back. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
To Leonard. just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Chance for Cousins. Not that time. Beverly into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. George to the basket, but it won't go. To Danny Green. Cousins scores from the post. LA Clippers with the basketball. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Clippers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it. Let's see if they can learn from the mistakes they made, particularly.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to George. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. Danny Green against Paul George. Has a chance. Green with a shot that won't go down. Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Boogie. Paul George, 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Cousins. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Leonard to Beverly. To Paul George. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Almost unlucky bounce. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Lakers ball. Davis. Nice pass to get things going.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Leonard to Beverly. Deep two there, won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
James to Cousins. To James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron for 2. And the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard to Beverly. Down low for Leonard. Rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. LeBron into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard cleans the offensive glass, gets it in the right corner. George, tough shot. He hits. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And the Clippers able to clear the board. PG lets it fly. Can't connect.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. LeBron matched up with Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Green able to pull down the rebound. George to Beverly. Patrick Beverly looking good, 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 15. Rondo against George. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's James controlling the offense. Takes stock of the floor. James missed it. Beverly into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Leonard. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Desperation shot here from half court. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Clippers have the basketball. Reggie Jackson, defended by Howard. Reggie Jackson, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron with it up top. Down a bundle. Davis. Short jumper off the mark. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Harkless to Marcus Morris. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Williams. Here comes the screen. Williams to Reggie Jackson. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Reggie Jackson at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Across Across the timeline comes James. His guys down big. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Jackson to George. Nothing going here on that drive. George on the drive, but his shot misses.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Paul George to Leonard. Strong finish for Paul George.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. To Danny Green. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Rebound Marcus Morris. Screen coming. George defended by Cousins. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive ball.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Can't convert the free throw. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Beverly to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. LeBron James with the rock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw try, off the mark. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Danny Green to James. To Danny Green. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. LeBron James wants it. Wide open look, won't go. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Screen coming. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series, a 2-games-to-none lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers lost this game long before the final buzzer. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Clippers played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.